Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's Ward to throw right away. That's to his tight end, Tyler Ward. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Ready, go.
Now Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's trying to find Jahan Dotson. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. They'll run for the 1st time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ashton Jeanty, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Look at the 8.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
26. 319. Drive.
Mixing up the middle. And it takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 7.
Blue 58. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Over. Jump out.
Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Open man right side is Ingram. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
That's complete. Ginty out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
A run straight ahead with Ginty. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Ginty. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Here's Ward. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Seattle. Evan Ingram, 65 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. And he got it to it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Here we go, Jack.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Hold it ready.
That's good. Cardinals, first down.
To throw, here's Ward. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Let's go.
Throwing is Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
318. Yeah, this. 318.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
No. Wait. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, 88. Hey, Mike. Hey, take 26. Go to 50.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
To throw is Rodgers. They'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cardinals.
Come on.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action. It's Ward. Down the field, he's got one. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
18 Cardinal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, it's Genty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hawk 70.
In motion goes the tight end. Play fake. Here's Ward. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, Ward. Johnson's got it complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
A 9-yard
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. One play, 75 yards. And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Cardinals 10. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the gun, Ward. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Okay, great.
1st down, Arizona.
Here we go. Set. 19, 18. Steady.
Ward. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Let's go. Let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jahan Dotson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
58. Hey, take 26. Back north.
Now it's Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
On the give, Gianti. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Gianti. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Gianti. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a handoff to Gianti. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go. Ready.
Now the pitch comes to Gainwell. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ward. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Play action now, Ward. Open man is Ibuka. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
70.
Genty will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
In motion, the tight end. Now Ward, 3rd and goal. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Darius Alexander in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Coaches talk all the time about the value of special teams, and we have seen it in this game, Charles. Not one block kick, but now 2 of them in this contest.
And always, 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 we talk about adjustments during a game. Offense and defense, series to series. Rarely do we talk about special teams. Someone didn't adjust from block 1 to block 2, and it really cost him.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now 2nd and 3.
Check 30. Team Mike. Go to 50.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football's a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Get 300. Get 319. 319.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down.
Inside.
Rodgers now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, 6, blue 58. Go to 50. Hey, you block over.
Now Rodgers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Seahawks. First down.
Hey,
Rodgers again now. And he rifles one incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Rodgers going to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Mixon running wide side. Now loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And the defense has come up with it. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it. But it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, and a field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking will keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Get it!
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that game.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Inside.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. To the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Ready.
Here's Ward. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And he is
zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Emeka Egbuka, 51 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Two scores down, two timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion.
30.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
To throw, here's Ward. He'll get this out to Genty. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Cardinals. First down.
They go play action with Ward. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Ready? Go.
Throwing is Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one too low. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Ward to throw for it on fourth. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Hey, idiot!
Rodgers throwing here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full football no matter who's on the field.
138 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle. And when you